Hi, welcome to Excel Education. In this video, I am going to teach you what is an index formula. All of us know what is an index. If you have been reading books, index is one of the first pages that starts with a book. Index basically tells you what content is where. The same thing happens here. As in a book, let us say chapter 1 lies in page number 10. Same way, we can give index in an Excel workbook, which is basically it returns the value that is there in a cell. As you must be knowing, this is what is called as a cell address. Now, we are lying in D13. D13 lies in this particular cell. That means we are in column number D and row number 13, which is called as D13. So the cell's address is given as D13. So index is basically the same thing. Let us try to understand in detail what is index. Let us try to type the formula to understand it better. So type index. So you can see that it returns a value or reference of the cell at the intersection of a particular row and column in a given range. Okay. So let us try to understand that better. As I type index and I open the bracket, I get to choose the array. So what is my array? This is my array in this case, right? So in this array, I am trying to get the marks, English marks of Suja. So where does it lie? It lies in which row? So the moment I type a comma, it asks me in which row is your mark lying. My Suja's English mark is lying in the second row of this array. This is the first row which is there in green, and the second row is where her name lies. As such, I am typing the second row. And nextly, it is asking us what is the column number. Which column is it lying in? In this array, it is lying in the second column because the first column is this and English marks is lying in the second column. As such, I am giving 2 comma 2 and you close the bracket and you get the results as 80. See, now Suja's mark, which is lying in the first column and second row, enters the exact value as 80. Now, if you change this to 90, it is dynamic and you get a change in the value. This is called as an index formula. Now, there is something called as a match formula. Let us try to understand what is a match formula. Okay, match formula is nothing but is equal to, let us say, match. It actually gives us the relative position of an item in an array that matches a specified value in an order. Probably these wordings are confusing, but I will demonstrate how it works for you to easily understand. So you type is equal to match, open the bracket. Now, what you are looking for is Suja, the string or the text Suja in a particular array. Only thing you have to observe is that you can look for either in a horizontal array or a vertical array like this. So it is either like this, a horizontal array or a vertical array like this. So what basically happens is that it looks for the word Suja in this particular array and it returns the value, the relative position. So if you choose this as the array, Suja lies as the second number. Name lies first, Suja lies second, Suraj lies third, Rahul lies fourth, so on and so forth. And that is how you type a lookup array, and you have to give an exact match as usual. You give exact match, and you can see that it returns a value of 2 because Suja lies as the second one in this particular array. So let us try to change it to Rahul and the result should be 4 because Rahul is 1, 2, 3, 4 in the position of that particular array. As you can see, Rahul's position is entered as 4. Now let us try to find the position of English in that particular array. Let us try to find the position of English in that particular array. So let us you do the match function and look up for the value English. This time we are going to take a horizontal array because English is lying in that horizontal row. So the array that I've chosen is A4 to F4, the horizontal row, and we want an exact match. So you get the value as 2. Let us say that English lies in the second column of this entire array and Rahul lies in the fourth row of this entire array. So how does that help us? Previously, we had seen an index function. Index function. Let us say that uh, let us try to use the index function now, which will give us an idea as to how we can, combine these two and come out with the index match formula. Now, with the match formula, we did two match formulas and we got the relative position of Rahul and English in those particular arrays. So let us try and see. Let us give the index formula and let us give the array as this, and the row position is given by Rahul. So let us try and say that let us type 4 as the row position and let us type 2 as the column position because English lies in 1 2, right? So let us type 2 as the column position and close. So what is the value that we get? We get actually the English mark of Rahul. We get the English mark of Rahul, which lies in the fourth row of this array and second column of this array. Right. Let us try to better understand this by doing working the index match formula. Let us say that we want the English marks of Suja. So what index basically did? Index gave the cell value of a particular cell if we give the cell address, right? What did match give? It gave the address, the location, gave the address or location of a particular value in an array. Of course, that array was either vertical or horizontal. So what I recommend is if you're getting confused as you're watching this video, I request you to pause it multiple times, work it out on your own multiple times so that you understand the concept better. It is an easy concept, but however, for beginners, it might take a little bit of time before you are fully able to understand the concept. Okay, now we are going to try and combine these two formulas, both index and match. Okay, so inside the index, so if I'm going to type the formula index, it is asking me for the array. So I am basically looking for English marks of Suja, and the array is this, right? So I choose the array, and instead of giving the row number, I use the match function. The match function helps me give me the exact row number where that particular word Suja is lying. So I choose the value as Suja. Suja lies in C13. I'm sorry, you are not able to see it. I'll do one thing. I'll just increase the column width so that when I type, you're able to see it better. Is equal to index once again. What is my index array for that index? This is the entire array. Now I choose the row number. So row is what? My row number is Suja is lying in the second row, but I want to reach there with the match function. So I use the match function. I open and I look up for the value Suja. Where do I look up? I look up in this particular vertical array. I choose this array alone because Suja lies as second there. So my match result is going to be 2. So that means that inside my index formula, my match result will give me the row number as 2. Likewise, so you can see that I have come again inside the index formula. Match formula is over. The match formula is going to give a result of 2. And nextly, I need to enter the column number. Where does Suja's English mark lie on this array? It lies in the second row, which is given by the match formula, and it lies in the second column. English lies in the second column of this entire array. So we want the result from the second column. As such, I type another match function, and this time, instead of matching Suja, I will match English because English lies as the second column. So I want computer to look up the value English in which array. I want it to look up in this array. So this array is nothing but it is having multiple columns and only one row. In that row, in which column English lies is what I'm trying to look for, and I want an exact match. So I look for an exact match. So basically, this match function is going to give me a result of 2 because English lies in 1, 2, second column of this particular array. So what basically happens is that in the index function, I am basically, as you can see, the index function basically returns the cell value of a particular cell. So we are basically giving the address of that particular cell that contains Suja and Suja's English mark. So basically, I'm closing this and I get the value as 80. The advantage guys, this is highly dynamic. So before we go into the dynamism of that particular formula, let us understand what has happened in this formula. Let us say first we have typed the index, so we have chosen the array as A4 to F10. A4 to F10 is basically this, okay? A4 to F10 is this entire array, and in that we have tried to match C13. C13 is basically Suja's name. Suja's name is basically searched in which array? It is searched in this array, so it gives us the result as 2 because Suja's name is lying in the second position as far as this array is concerned. Okay, so in the index formula inside this array, we have reached the second row, which is this. So we do not know in which column it lies. However, we have come to the conclusion that the name lies in the second row. Okay, now coming back to the formula, we have reached the second row, and now for the column position, you can see that the moment I click here, column gets highlighted. For the column position, what we do is we try to match D12. D12 is nothing but English. We are trying to find where English lies in this particular array. So English lies in the so we search for D12 in the A4 to F4 row. A4 to F4, entirely from A4 to F4 we search, and English lies as second. So you go back to the formula D12 A4 to F4. We are searching for D12 in A4 to F4, and it lies as second position in this second position. So second position is column 1 and column 2. So we have just get back to this formula. D12 is searched in A4 to F4, A4, B4, C4, D4, F4, right? So I'm sorry, E4 and F4. So we have been searching for English in this particular row, and the result will be 2. So what basically happens is that in the index formula from array A4 to F10, this entire array, we reach where the second row and second row and second column. So that is what happens with the match formula. I'll demonstrate the beauty of this formula in a moment. You can type, instead of Suja, you can type Suraj, and you get the value as 77, which is right. So what happens now? It searches for Suraj uh, in the same array. It searches for Suraj, and it this match function returns the value as 3, and this match function returns the value as 2. Now 3 and 2 gives us the result. Third row 1, 2, 3, and the second column 1, 2 gives us the value as 77. Now, instead of English, if we type mathematics here, then the search result will 1, 2, 3. It will give us 65. Let us change it to mathematics. See, immediately we get the result as 65, which is the perfect answer. We can also try for Rahul's mathematics marks, which is 85, or you can also try his chemistry marks, which is 96. See, it is exactly matching. So that is how an index match function works. It is a highly worthy formula, worthy for learning. It might be a bit confusing, but I request you to pause the video multiple times and go through it multiple times so that you get the concepts right. All right. I hope you like this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.